Thank you so much, Dirk. Hello, everyone. Good morning, dear Ambassador, Excellencies, dear colleagues also connected online. Thank you very much for being with us. And thanks for the platform to present the activities that we're implementing under the One Planet Sustainable Tourism Program. Just as a reminder, basically, the program has been led by UNWTO since 2015, and it operates with a mandate of the United Nations General Assembly to support the implementation of SDG 12 and connected SDGs, mainly those of environmental nature, so the most environmental part of the Agenda 2030. And tourism is one out of 6 programs. We collaborate closely with the United Nations Environment Program in its implementation. On this slide, you see a document, which is the One Planet Vision for a Responsible Recovery, which was released during COVID, and that actually continues to be the main strategic guiding document for One Planet activities. It proposes lines of action that are aiming at accelerating the transformation of tourism towards more low carbon operations, towards more sustainability, towards more resilience. So what do we do to try to accelerate sustainable consumption and production? Basically, we have prioritized work on climate action and circularity to accelerate SCP. Circularity, we have somehow split it into 2 main entry points. One is plastics, the other one is food waste, and we will be hearing a little bit about both throughout the course of today, same as for climate. So what are our aims? Basically, we want to align, we want to enable, and we want to multiply. This is why we are focusing on providing frameworks for consistent action, supporting capacity building, and triggering or trying to trigger action at scale. Let's see now a bit of the video from the Glasgow Declaration. Edgardo, if you can.
There's a full version of the video.
Apologies for the glitch with the video. I hope you liked it. The Glasgow Declaration is one of these catalytic initiatives that Dirk mentioned earlier. Basically, we launched it at COP26 last year in November 2021 with the objective to accelerate climate action in tourism. And the way it operates is as a voluntary commitment. So it's applicable to every stakeholder in the sector. Everyone can play a role. This challenge is too big for anyone to address on his or her own. So everyone in the sector can play a role. And throughout the video, you saw a bit which are the commitments that are requested from those becoming signatories. So I would not repeat those, maybe just emphasize that all signatories commit to report on an annual basis. And this is because we wish to promote transparency in the way climate action is being addressed. Also, we want to ensure that those plans that the signatories have to deliver, the climate action plans, are in fact being implemented. But most importantly, we want to be able to collect best practices and experiences from those implementing the plans to be able to spread them over the network. At present, we have 715 signatories since we launched. At COP26, we were about 300, and the number has more than doubled in 1 year. The majority of our signatories are businesses. For instance, we have 25% of the whole signatories that are tour operators. Around 12% are accommodation providers. And for destinations, they represent approximately 33% of the signatories. This would be split between national level institutions. We have 11 national level signatories. For instance, Panama, Turismo de Portugal, Visit Barbados, Micronesia, Kiribati. And we also have more than 50 DMOs, which include, for instance, the city of Athens, Barcelona, London, Scotland, Visit Flanders, Guanajuato, Machu Picchu, Livingstone. It's a very, very broad network. We now have an upgraded signatory page, so it's easier to navigate who is who as the signatories of Glasgow. And what is important is that the framework we provide is anchored on 5 pathways, and we look forward to guiding the signatories developing their plans using those pathways. First one, as you see, is measure, then decarbonize and regenerate. So that's what the signatories need to do, and collaborate and finance is basically how they will be able to achieve it. On Monday, last Monday, we actually presented the draft of a research project that we have been conducting in the past months to develop an overview of tools and methodologies for measuring carbon emissions in tourism. I'd like to invite you to review the paper. It's on public consultation until 31st of October, and your insights, given your expertise, would be much appreciated. So please don't hesitate. We have prioritized measurement on this first year of implementation because it's the first pathway, and also we see as the enabler for the rest to happen in a consistent manner. In the time I have left, I will run you through the second catalytic initiative that we're implementing, which is the Global Tourism Plastics Initiative. This initiative is addressing the transition to a circular economy of plastics in tourism. We all know how big the problem of plastic pollution is. And basically what we're trying to do is to support the sector achieve readiness with regards to the upcoming International Plastics Treaty. So we hope to be, let's say, well prepared for the time that the treaty enters into in effect. It functions as well as a voluntary commitment. So signatories commit to eliminating unnecessary and problematic plastics. Once all problematic plastics have been eliminated, we focus on integrating reuse models for those plastics that continue to be in use to be reusable. And we promote collaboration across the value chain, whether upstream or downstream, with suppliers and with waste managers. Same as for Glasgow, signatories have to report on an annual basis. And the reporting takes place through the One Planet Network website. Under this initiative, we have 130 organizations, signatories, from all over the world. In a majority of cases, these are accommodation businesses, 40%. And we also have supporting organizations, 40%, 20% to operators. And in this area, we have less destinations. Just 3 destinations so far have become signatories. There's been a number of reports released. First, related to COVID, to continue addressing plastics throughout the COVID crisis, then on more technical issues like life cycle approaches to address single-use plastics. And we also have one first annual report that was released last December. And not so long ago, in an international conference in Nicosia, in Cyprus, at the beginning of the month, we released the plastic measurement methodology for accommodation businesses that we will be presenting more in details later today with our colleague Olivia from Greenview, and also another report on excuse me, sustainable procurement. So in a nutshell, I mean, we ask for a lot from signatories because it's quite ambitious what we're asking for. We are aware of it, but at the same time, we do our best to support the signatories on knowledge management through the development of tools, trainings, webinars, sharing experiences. We support them on monitoring and reporting, as I said, through the One Planet network platform, and by developing methodologies like, for example, the one on plastics. And we also place a lot of emphasis on advocacy and communications. So bringing stakeholders to high-level events, disseminating their work through newsletters and so on. Destinations can clearly play a multiplier role in both initiatives. So please join us. Thank you very much.